podium out of the way for a minute.
Uh-oh.
I feel like it's a distraction.
She's
So,
advanced.
so I'm gonna move the podium out.
Take it over here. Shake it.
Guess what is happening in less than 18 months? Yes, you guessed it. I'll be turning 40 years old, and I want to live the ultimate healthy lifestyle. So I set goals. I set my exercise goals. I'm gonna start cooking and planning all of my meals. And in order to do this, I must realize I have to be consistent. I know how I am. In order for me to be consistent, I have to register for a marathon, a half marathon. That is my motivation to stay on track. I kept a journal of everything that I was going to do. I decided all of the things that I'm going to do and all of my goals. Let the training begin. You know, I was a little bit older, so I knew it was going to take me a little time. So I didn't start off big. I started off extremely slow. Let me start with walking 1 lap 3 times a day inside of Pecan Grove. So I started walking. I was like, I'm on it. I'm eating my cereal in the morning. I'm eating my fruit, my salad, my tuna salad, different things I'm making. Okay, I began to see the progress. Kind of feeling a little good about myself right about now. Let's progress a little bit more. Let's henceforth, which is the word of the day, let's go a little bit further. So I had moved up and graduated to, okay, now I'm doing 4 laps in the morning, 4 laps after lunch, 4 laps in the evening. And instead of just walking, I decided, you know what, let me add a little jogging, kind of get me a little bit more exciting. Then let me walk around the neighborhood instead of just walking around Pecan Grove. So I began to walk. I'm excited. Then my body started aching. Then I thought about it, the pain that I'm feeling. I used to go to the gym back in the day when I had a little money and I was in college. And there was a sign that I'll never forget that said, no pain, no gain. I was like, okay, I'm gaining. And then I started feeling so fatigued, not like I usually do. So I went to the store, went and got me some Tylenol, kept taking Tylenol. Nothing worked. I thought, okay, something else is going on. So I ended up going back to my parents' house. Boom! I collapsed. So my mom called 911. When she called 911, my life was changed forever. She called 911 and they rushed me to the emergency room, and I ended up staying there for 2 months. First 2 weeks, they said I wasn't responsive. But I remember my CDC doctor coming in my room and said, it was the love of your family and friends that brought you back. While I was in the hospital, I had all types of doctors and specialists and in and out of my room. Then, as I laid there in my bed, a story came to mind. It was the story of the guy that was at the pool of Bethesda. And he said, I want to be healed, but every time I go to get in the pool, an angel would trouble the water. So Jesus said to him, wilt thou be made whole? So as I laid there in my bed and I'm thinking about and meditating on this story, I realized I was that man. So the Bible came alive to me because he was 38 years old. But the message and the main thing that stood out to me was when he said, will thou be made whole? So I said to myself, Monica, will you be made whole? Will you get up and take your bed and walk? And I decided yes. So with the doctors in and out of my room, in and out of my room, in and out of my room. So many different prognoses. She have acute chest syndrome. She have Wilson's Cooley disease. She have kidney failure. She have so many things that are going on. Let's put her on dialysis. Let her do all of these different things. So as I laid there was a nurse. She eased into my room like she had something to say to me. So I didn't like the little smirky look on her face. She was like, I heard that you like to travel. She said, and what you've been diagnosed with, you won't be able to travel no more. I looked at her and I said, you can tell me anything but that. You can even tell me I'm gonna be in a wheelchair the rest of my life. You can even tell me that I'm going to be on oxygen. You can tell me I'm going to be on oxygen the rest of my life. But what you can't tell me is that I'll never be able to travel. And if you're going to tell me that, you might as well kill me now, because I cannot live without traveling. So what this nurse didn't know was who I belonged to and the God that I serve. This happened back in 2013, so this was over 10 years ago. Since then, I have been to New York, I have been to San Diego, I have been to Beaufort, South Carolina. I come to Macon every weekend. I've been to Atlanta, I've been to Florida, I've been to so many places then. I want to leave you all with this. I share my story every opportunity I get. And the purpose of me sharing my story is to encourage you and to inspire you to always keep believing in whatever you're going to believe in and keep the faith, because you don't always, I'm a living testimony, you don't always look like what you've been through. And if you learn anything from my story and want to continue to follow my journey, you can subscribe to SWGA, Sickle Cell Awareness. It's a YouTube channel that I document my story every day. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.